We are about to go on a long trip to Japan, and in this video I wanted to share with you how I pack my creative goodies that I'm going to take with me. So there's a whole art into packing light, and while that goes of course for the clothes and so that you take with you, that's for another video. This one here is specifically about my creative tools, and I was going to share with you exactly what I'm taking and what my rationale behind it is. So first of all, I found this super cute bag at a vintage store in Germany, and I just had to kind of take it. And one of the limitations I made for myself is that whatever I take has to fit in here. So it's already a very, very small canvas, but you will hopefully be surprised as to everything that I can get in here. So for me, my creative work is really notebooks and pens and pencils. And so let's start with just what I have for my pens, because I had to make some really big decisions as to what to take and, more importantly, what not to take. So one of the things I want to do on this trip is to work with watercolor. So I have in here a beautiful watercolor brush with a reservoir in it. And I'm just going to take this one size fits all brush size. And then I have a tiny watercolor palette. And this will help me do just about anything that I need to do in terms of coloring. So that's for everything that is in color. And then I work with a mechanical pencil usually as the underlay for everything that I do. And I have this fun German product, Rotring 600. It's a 3-in-1, so it has a mechanical pencil. And if you keep rotating, it has a red and a black ballpoint pen. So this gives me a lot of versatility, what to work with. And mainly I'm going to use the mechanical pencil to do all the underlays for my watercolor set. And since this is a very small limited size, I also have a tiny little refill here for additional mechanical pencil leads. And this is made by a company called Tools to Live By. And then I also found in Japan a tiny little eraser. So this is what I'm going to work with when it comes to the color section. Next up, for all my writing and everything else, I'm going to rely on a Lamy. And I've had in the airplane a couple times already cartridges that through the air pressure started to leak quite intensively. So this time around, I'm just going to take normal ink cartridges along with that. So this is my writing and note-taking world. Then for some of the more refined things, I need to have a ruler so I can measure things precisely. And I got this really cool aluminum lightweight ruler from Midori. And then I have really a combo of 3 more pens here. It's a white Uni-Ball, and then a Mildliner. It's almost like a marker, but this is like a light gray felt tip marker type, and a Uni-Ball, it's called One rollerball pen. So these are all the tools that I will take for creating. And next I'm going to dive into how all these come onto paper and the papers that I will take with it. Now, when I was looking at all these things, I was actually looking for a slightly different pouch, but this one here in terms of weight was the lightest, and I was really conscientious about trying to shed as many grams or ounces as I can, and also not to get too bulky. And the fun thing with this little pouch is that everything just kind of fits in there and then fits in the front portion of this bag. So let's see what other goodies I have in here. I decided that for my main creative work, I'm going to use this A5 Trust the Process collaboration book that we made with Fontwerk in Berlin and Roterfaden in Saarbrücken. And it's just a dot grid paper and relatively lightweight, lace flat, and has quite a few pages, like 80 pages, which is hopefully going to last throughout the duration of the trip. And I like this format a lot for sketching. So that's going to be the more main sketch world. And then finally, I have in here my Trellis notebook. So this thing miraculously fits into this bag. And this notebook has been freshly cleaned up with the help of Emil. He was kind enough to spend some time and take care of the leather, condition it and clean it a little bit because it had seen quite a bit of travel already. And this is always a prototype, so we're always testing out a lot of our new ideas on this one here. So hence it has quite a bit of patina. And what I'm taking with me is a small notepad. And this is just to take some notes in between. These are pages that I'm going to tear out and not keep, but this is just for sort of quick to-do lists, if you like. And then in this area here, I'm going to bring a few stickers with me that I want to use for a particular project I have in mind. But I will also want to capture things along the way, and these are all going to go into this pocket. And then we have a couple of our original sticker sheets I'm going to use just to decorate the pages a little bit. But my goal is to use these up rather soon so that I can have new things that can collect in this area. Then for my organization during the trip, because we still want to obviously do activities but plan things ahead, I'm going now for the JIYU. The JIYU I started earlier this year, but I only got about a week in before I switched to a different system. And the nice thing about the JIYU is since it's open dated, I can basically start when my trip starts right here for however long I need to go. And then I have the Tomo River paper here that will help me just to capture everything, all the things we may want to plan, the excursions, the hikes. I can capture all that in here very, very nicely. So this is going to be my main planning tool. And there are tons of pages, so I could also see myself sketching in some of these, as I often do when we have a little bit of downtime. But then my main other book that I'm going to use, the Mildliner that I showed you earlier in, is our Journeys to Destination book. And this one has a brownish paper and a white dot grid. So the white gel pen and the Mildliner and the Uni gel pen as well, the regular one, the black one, that's what I'm going to use on these pages here. And I'm going to see myself trying to capture a few landscapes, a few vignettes, but also do some design work in here. The nice thing about this paper is that you can work with darker tones onto it, as well as with the white pen, some of the lighter ones as well. And then in the back here, I have this wallet insert that's going to hold cards, ID, and then some foreign currency back here. So this is also going to function as a wallet as we travel throughout Japan. And that is it. So my main consideration was really how little can I take but still be fully functional to do color, black and white, sketching and organizing. And what comes in really handy are the two different inserts I have in here together with the A5. So the size mismatch that you see here though kind of got solved by this magical bag. This bag is very old, so the leather is a bit stiff to work with. I'm hopeful that I can get that to be a bit smoother throughout the process of going there, but as I was saying, it's kind of magic that everything fits in here and it just becomes this tiny little pouch that will be the companion for this trip. I hope that you will also be able to travel and get inspired by the world around us, and that this is helpful for you to make some decisions as well. Thank you.